3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 2, 5, 7.
Welcome, everybody. We are working on the annual maintenance that I do on my lawnmower today. It's a little dirty on the deck there, but we'll get to that. It is a Toro 22-inch Recycler Max. It uses a Briggs and Stratton engine, so all the parts that I'm going to be using are interchangeable with a lot of the Briggs and Stratton small engines, so keeps that easy. We'll be changing the oil, changing the spark plug, changing the air filter, which is on the far side, and we'll be going underneath and pulling out the blade and sharpening and balancing that today as well. First up, we've got to drain that oil out. So I've got a milk jug here. I cut it in half, took the top half, flipped it over, put it on the inside. And so for this mower, we take the dipstick out and we are going to actually tip it over. Some lawnmowers have a plug on the bottom that you can undo. This one, you just tip over. It's the first time I've ever had a mower that does it this way, but we'll follow the manual. So as I tip it over, I'm going to make sure that I've got my milk jug there handy and in the right spot. And as we pour, I'm going to go ahead and skip forward. That way you don't have to watch oil drain. That's the most exciting thing. Okay, all done with that. Set it back up. And now we need to fill it up. So we'll clean that up. SAE 10W30. 16 ounces is what's recommended for this mower, 0.47 liters. I like to wear gloves when I'm pouring oil. It just keeps my hands clean. Pour it in there into the funnel. We'll check it with the dipstick, and away we go. Okay. Reorient that so that we can get a look at the spark plug here. And the spark plug is in the very front. We'll remove the boot. I've got a spark plug socket. Fits different sizes, but works great because it's deep and you can pull that out, since spark plugs are special in that sense. They're much deeper than normal. It's surprising how many times I had to twist that to get it out. It was kind of gunked up, but not too bad. I'm using a special tool here called a gap ring. Check it on the outside. For the new one, you need to make sure that it's right gap. We're looking for 0.020 on this one. There's a little circle on the inside that you can widen the gap with, and then I check it a couple times just to make sure that I've got it right. Once I get it just right, put my tool down, screw that back in. We'll tighten it back with the socket. And then we're putting the boot back on. Next up, we've got the air filter. We've got a brand new one here. This one's kind of fancy. It was just a standard replacement, but it does come with a foam pad around the outside of the paper filter. I pull off the cover there. Sorry for reaching in front of the camera here. But the old one didn't have that foam pad. It's just gunked up around the paper. After 1 year's worth of use, that's incredible to me. So we'll just place that. It doesn't matter what direction. You just push it on the two little knobs there. And then I close up the case again. That's the air filter change. We'll change the direction of the lawnmower here, tip it over so that we can get access to the blade underneath. First thing I need to do for that blade is I need to get it to not rotate. There's a special tool that you have that you clamp on to the side of the deck there, tighten it down, and that keeps the blade from moving too far. It's got maybe an inch of play, but once it hits the side, that's all it does, and then you can safely continue to unscrew that bolt and get the blade off. So I get that on there. It's got a protective little nub on it. Now I tried the impact driver, I tried the wrench, WD-40'd this, Go back to the wrench, pull up the impact driver again. Everything. Can't get this off at all. Finally, I go back and I pull out the 2-foot wrench and I'm able to get it to loosen up and pull off. So I go ahead and put a little WD-40, lubricate that, twist it on, back in and out a couple times just to really clean that up a bit. I'm inspecting the blade here. I'd like to know what I'm looking at, so I'm cleaning it up, inspecting it. It is a dull. It's not sharpened at all. It's just rounded. And there's a couple nicks and dings on there from very likely hitting a rock or something, but nothing the grinder won't be able to take care of. So we'll take a look at that. But while I've got the camera set up here, we're going to go ahead and instead of switching over to the grinder and then coming back, we're just going to go straight to the cleaning up of the deck here. Now I'm using a stiff bristled nylon brush to get this off. It is, I don't know, it's like a stiff toothbrush, really. You could do it with a toothbrush if that's all you have. I use the same tool every time. The back of it's curved plastic that I use oftentimes to get this more stubborn, stuck-on gunk off. While I'm underneath here, I do like to check to see if I have any rust. What's the paint looking like? If I needed to do some painting, I could do some more of the cleanup and that. There's only one little patch, and then I'm going to leave it. I'll do Rust-Oleum next year and do a little bit more of a paint job on the underside. That's it for this year. On the deck cleanup, that's a good amount of gunk came off of that. As we do the grinding, notice I got gloves on, goggles on, headgear on, ear protection on, I've got shoes on. And what I'm doing here is I'm just sharpening both sides. I'm going to test it on that little conical piece, check to make sure that it is balanced. I'm noticing that it's not overly balanced, so I'm having to go back and forth on that. There's one side that is mighty heavy, and so I'm taking some chunks off the back side of that to get it to balance better. I have no idea how long it's been unbalanced, but I'm glad that I caught it now, and it's going to be better for this year. Okay. Ready to go mount that blade back on there. The wear and tear on this tells me that the small rectangle impression matches the small rectangle on that side, so that's how I know what direction to put this on. I go grab the mounting bracket for the bottom. Go ahead and line up those holes. And then we're going to put the bolt back in. Once I get that finger tight and hand tight, I'll go grab the big wrench again, the big socket, and crank that over. Thought that was going to be enough, but no, it kept going, so we'll go again. And I'm thinking that's enough, but then I think twice about it. Just one more to be sure. Okay, time to take that safety bracket off to keep the blade where it needed to be. It's done its job. Everything is back together. And we're ready to start flipping this back over and putting it on the ground. The Toro says that it's a one pull every year as long as we do these maintenance items, and I have had success with that, so I encourage you to do the same. I will put my Amazon affiliate links in the description below. Thanks, everybody.